I just wanted to get on here and just express myself freely. You know, I didn't want to make no type of video where I wanted to try to get people looking at myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just the medium of exchange to convey the message. That's all I am. I ain't really nothing else. Hey, if you connect or you have, you know, you get some type of upliftment from what I'm saying and the things that's coming out of my mouth, if it's inspiring you or invoking you in such a way to do something righteous to yourself or for yourself, man, all praise. You know what I'm saying? That's what we should be doing. We should be uplifting each other. We should be giving each other good counsel, and we should be giving each other good word, peace. And we must always be willing to stand on truth, no matter who it offends or who it upsets. That's our job. That's our mission. That's our duty. We shouldn't care about people being upset with us for telling the absolute truth, because we all got to come to grips with what the truth is. And as long as we continue to deny the truth, we deny ourselves. And that is just that's the reality of it all. We can't think that we're going to deny somebody else of the truth only to wind up denying ourselves of it. Because if you deny somebody else of what's good and true, then you must also be prepared to understand that you are denying yourself of that very thing that you are trying to cut somebody else off from. Like I was trying to tell an acquaintance or an associate of mine that I've been knowing for a long time. We got a great history together, but we don't see eye to eye on certain things. And that's fine. You know, he tends to look at things from his perspective and I look at things from my perspective. But in all actuality, what I was trying to get him to understand was the thing that you so thought that, the thing that you thought you was trying to show somebody, it winds up getting shown back to you in another scenario, which means that if you can't see it from the spiritual aspect, then you'll deal with it in your physical reality. It'll manifest itself in your physical realm, and then you'll have to take the spiritual lesson and trying to physically remove it out of the physical atmosphere. A lot of people don't get that. They just like, okay, I'm gonna use drug dealing for an example. Like I was a hustler in the street, and I did things in the street, and I dealt with a lot of cats that was in the street, you know, going back and forth, politicking and shit like that, right? A lot of these dudes in the street got it all messed up. They think that just because you come into their neighborhood or their little set or whatever the fuck they want to call it to come and score something from them, that puts you at an automatic disadvantage and put them at the advantage. And that means that they could actually treat you any kind of way they want to treat you. Or, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing to me, I could just do this and do that. But normally a lot of these dudes wind up suffering a bad fate. They either wind up getting in a situation where they get shot and they don't die, and then they wind up paralyzed, or they wind up getting, God forbid, a lot of them wind up getting killed out in the street because they doing a lot of grimy shit to other dudes that was actually good dudes. And they do this shit without a conscience. They don't have no conscience. They just do this type of stuff. And they think that a blessing is coming out of that because they was able to take somebody else's money that they might have needed for their situation and apply it to their situation, and then take as long as they want to pay that person their money back, be it a month or 2 weeks later. And it's like, You done took my $700 and used it for your cause, or my $800 or $900 or $1,000 and use it to benefit and further your cause. And I'm sitting up here waiting on you to basically pay me some money back that I didn't take nothing from you. But instead of these dudes looking at it for what it is, these guys will get upset and look at you and say, it's your fault. That's why I don't do shit for motherfuckers now. That's why I don't. It's like you be looking like, man, what did I do to this guy? All I did was, hey, if you didn't want to do something, all you had to do was say no. You didn't have to take me on this long ass roller coaster ride, you know. But you could easily take the mindset of, well, I'm gonna get that nigga. But it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Pray about it and move on and leave it in God's hands. Like your boy Hassan Campbell always say, you better watch your circle before they hurt you. You can't really trust too many people out here in these streets. You can't even really trust your own family. And that's sad. But it's a reality that's all too common nowadays, where you think that you could trust a person and all they here to do is try to see if they could line you up or see what they can get out of you. And instead of them coming to you like a man and being a man about the situation, they want to deflect and basically blame shift and point the finger at another situation just to take the heat and the responsibility off of themselves. That thing right there is all too common and all too often in our community, where we got so many brothers running around out here doing that snake type activity, and they think it's not gonna come back and bite them in their ass later on. And them same brothers that think they done did you dirty and think they done got something off, they look up 4 or 5 months later and you doing something totally different, not even jamming in that lane right there that they was jamming in. They done said, oh, he ain't got nothing going on because he had to come over here and ask me for something. That's how they mind interpret shit. They don't never look at it like, you know what, I'm going to help my family because I never know when I might look up and need him to help me. But just because you done burnt that bridge, you done severed those ties, now you the one gonna be looking stupid, because if it come back around again, now the only thing you have is that last dirty deed that you played on that person, and he ain't got no reason to feel bad about telling you to go kiss off somewhere if you ever needed a favor for him, because you done fucked him over. But what would really mess you up is you came to him for help and he just said, here, you take it. There you go. And now you can't come back and ask for nothing more than or greater than what he just gave you. He gave you a little starter kit, said, here, don't get yourself together. In that is the lesson of stop being a selfish motherfucker and stop just worrying about yourself all the time, because we all out here in this together. And if you can't see it for that, then just step aside, man, and just let the right ones get in place to make the moves, because you don't deserve your position or the position that you say you think you should have, or it ain't yours no way. You already done lost it. What you fail to realize is that you have already been removed. It's just that you ain't realized it yet. Oh, but you will. You have already been taken out of play. The shit you've been getting away with for all of these years, the underhanded, cutthroat, backstabbing, snaking ass, conniving shit, and then trying to hide behind the Bible, hide behind the word of God, and hide behind this and hide behind that to mask your dirty deeds, while you sit up and belittle other people, talk about other people, and trash other people's names and reputations, all while you sit on a gazillion faults of your own.
3 1 7 5 0.
You sit on about a gazillion faults of your own. You're not perfect yourself. You a major fuck up. Just like the people that you sit around and talk about, but let you tell it. You're a flawless individual who does this, does that. You're always talking about this, talking about that, trying to make yourself look like you bigger than life or better, or you just good person. But everything you do is self-serving. You have not done anything from the confines and the considerations of your heart to sincerely help another individual. Everything you do is all about you. The sad part is you really think you doing something with that weak and pathetic way of life that you living. But you're going to look up, sooner or later, you're going to look up and you're going to look around and you ain't going to have but maybe about one person, two people in your corner to fuck with. Now, mind you, I could be talking about myself. As a matter of fact, I probably think I am. As a matter of fact, I don't have that many people in my circle as I did once before a while ago when I was being Santa Claus, handing this out, giving that out, helping this person, helping that person. My problem is when you don't have it, they gone. And the ones who stick around when you at your lowest point, those are the ones you want around when you're at your high pinnacle, because you already know they ain't going nowhere. But the people who come in and out of your life like it's a revolving door, you don't need them no way. Just keep it pushing. You don't need these fake ass people in your life. Don't deal with fake ass people. Once you get them out of your life, don't let them back in. I made that mistake. When you say you done fucking with somebody, really be done fucking with them, man. Don't go back around. Don't go back on your word, because if the next time around, they gonna do you even dirtier than they tried to do you the last couple of times. Heed the warnings and heed the messages. Shalom.